Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of the Golden Country. Last time, we reunited brother and sister who were separated here in Gormott. Got to see another side of Mithra in the process, and did a lot of other things too. Now, we have a lot of quests available to us in the area. We got, I think, 6 of them, and we definitely want to knock those out because they're gonna be required later. Get a grip, I beg you. What's the use of worrying before you've even set off? No, see, that's the worst part. I thought I'd have the courage by now, but it's just... Is something the matter? You seem troubled. Who are you then? Oh, this is great. Kata, look. We can just ask these people for help. Are we really going to go through all this again? If I could interject, why don't you just tell us what's wrong, and then we'll take it from there, Ah, I see. So Light has only just become a driver. That's right. I've come to Gormott to explore around, hoping I could get a bit stronger. And that's why you're asking strangers for their help as soon as we arrive. Makes sense. Is that how little faith you have in me? Hey, that's not fair. You know, I just... Well, how about this? After you head off, we'll follow you at a distance. So we can step in if things get ropey? But if it looks like you're managing on your own strength, we'll leave you well alone. Does that sound good? That seems reasonable enough. It does? Awesome! Thanks so much, guys! I knew we'd end up stepping into something like this. Come off it, Mithra. Our meeting here was also a work of fate, after all. Before you go, we should establish a clear goal. We can't keep providing aid forever. For the time being, let's say we'll head to Serene Springside. It's meant to be somewhere nearby. Hayes, any ideas? I have heard before it is somewhere on the Titan's back. It shouldn't be too far from here. Right on. In that case, we're off. Time to move backward. Forward. You know what I mean. Because we're on the Titan's back, I get you. I was wondering what that meant for a second. I'm sorry she managed to get you roped into this. Here I go. My first adventure. What a cute name for a quest this one is. Set that as active, and we're going to set off for them in just a moment. I want to do a couple of other things. We're gonna be switching Team Adam into the lead, as we still have some specials to see with them. And because of that, I thought it'd be good to have the good special recharge, so that way we have a better chance of encountering that in a fight. Hurts to give up that good art recharge, though. Oh, hello! That was good timing. Didn't intend that one. Didn't know you were coming up on that, Mithra.
Looks like you're getting the hang of me.
Eyebrow wiggle. I'm gonna go to Spring Breeze Bow. So I have to say, when we met Kelly and Kali and they were part of the main story quest, I thought that they were going to be characters that would seem minor at first, but they would have importance to Gormott in the future, where there'd be some kind of legend involving them or something in the main game for us to look back on. As far as I can tell, there's no references to them in the base game at all. There's nothing in the future that really seems to remember them, so I was a little bit caught off guard by that, thinking there'd be something to look out for, and I looked out for it on a repeat playthrough and everything. It just never happened. Lyta! She's not a Blyta. My stomach, so empty. Need spicy food. Satiate Lyta's appetite. This is gonna be one of those multi-item ones, isn't it? Wanna eat white hot eggy curry or a spicy scorpion cookie. Ew, man, I thought that was the end for me. Thanks for keeping me alive. You've sure got an appetite. I'm not sure where you put all that. My stomach's never let me down. And also, I love spicy stuff so much that the more I ate, the more pumped I got for this whole drivering deal. Just hearing you mention it makes my insides roil. Hey, Lyta, if you think you can laugh it off, you don't know me very well. Can you even imagine what would have happened if these guys weren't here to help? I'm sorry, Kata. Lyta, I think Kata is just worried about you. As her driver, you're important to her. Obviously, she wants you to do well and to be well. Kata, is that true? Let's head for that big tree next. No answer, huh? If you even think about collapsing again, I'll name this place after you. Lida Oasis has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Awkward. Jin, do something. I think this is beyond us now. Oh, I see. Then people will remember her failure forever. Naturally. The legend of the bungling greenhorn driver who brought shame on her blade by collapsing from lack of spicy food. Stop it, don't say stuff like that. I might die of sheer embarrassment. Okay, wait up, Kata, I'm coming! Thanks, Mithra, that could have gotten a lot worse. Indeed, your less than tactful comment might have saved the day. What? What now? Hey! So speaking of characters that ended up having importance to the future of Gormott, we actually see where this got its name from. I even realized that as soon as I talked to Lida for the first time that, hey, she's got the same name as the Lida Oasis, and that's not on the map in the current time. That's clever, and then sure enough, her quest really was talking about that. Ooh. We have to go to what'll eventually become the Way Tree.
You're mine now.
Got a jamming there. I can't resist legendary collectible. Skip it. Didn't even have a legendary collectible in it. At least it only wasted 1 second of our life instead of the 12 that it takes to collect things in the base game. From this close up, it looks even more impressive. You bet, it's so majestic. It calms me right down. And it reminds me of my father. Is that so? He must be a great man then. He's a builder, my dad. Sure, he's a bit grumpy and stubborn, but he's someone you can rely on. Me? I'd like to be like that too. I want to get strong and sturdy and stop disappointing Kata all the time. We're calling this tree the Way Tree. That's a nice name. Bit simple though, no? Wait, my dad's name is Waitin. I see what you did there. It's a name that will not only remind you of him, but also of the way you wish to follow. See? Man, I thought this was the water hole, but Kata's really good at naming stuff, huh? It's like a superpower. I have to, don't I? Otherwise, casual travelers like you would never remember what's where. That's so nice of you. Sorry to put you out, everyone, but would you mind if we went a bit further? Like, maybe the top of that big root? It's a little far. Are you sure you're up to it? You really needn't push yourself. Right now, I'm feeling capable, and if I get turned around, I'll just look out for this tree. Well, if it's gonna help you grow, I can't see a reason to say no. Sorry and thank you, Kata. Right then, we're off! Is there a way that I can skip having to walk all that way? No, there is not.
And here I thought we were being.
Oh, shoot! No! Adam, why did you take so much damage from that? God, it's your fault for having such weak knees. It's not my fault whatsoever. I refuse to take the blame. Oh my God, get away from me. Oh my God, they're still here. No! There's a level 18 Aspar. You don't need to defeat that thing, but it's right in the way, and it's probably not gonna let you escape. Okay, let's turn around and fight the Aspar by itself. Gloomy Aspar.
My friend,
Hugo fell off of the cliff. Are you serious right now? Okay, weak to electric. Adam's got the advantage against you. Probably gonna be doing. Oh God, no! What the crap?
do or die.
It pushed me off of the cliff.
I blame gravity for that one.
Don't get careless.
Laura! Okay, that's a good line. That's a good line. It's a good excuse to give. I want my revenge. We got a level 3 and a level 4 out of Adam to see, and then a level 3 out of Mithra. So, kind of talking about how Mithra handled things earlier. I kind of like to think that that's sort of foreshadowing about her ultimately creating Pyra and all that we know about. Oh my god, this thing is not going to let us see her better. This is sad. I lost to this thing. It's gonna upgrade here. It's level 21! Oh god, no! Okay, maybe we will get to see it after all. Oh, Jesus! Okay, so I was saying that Mithra kind of showing kind of a more sensitive side in that last quest. It's sort of like how she's the closest thing I think Pyra's got to an older sister in the present time.
If there were a way to avoid bloodshed, I would take it gladly.
I'm never gonna get to show off these higher level specials, am I? And that's what my plan was today, was, hey, we got some... Level 28. No, that's a suicide mission. I should not be doing that. Let's not be foolish. What happened? Did you get injured somewhere? I did it! I flippin' did it! I finally whooped a monster's butt! Lyda, please calm down. When you said finally, what exactly have you been doing before? Oh, she's been skillfully avoiding them. This is our first official victory. Hey, Kata, do I look buff now or what? After beating one monster, just listen to yourself. And even then, it looks like the poor guy might have just tripped and fallen onto your weapon. So I'm useless after all then. Lyda, take a look at that. Whoa, is that Lashem Cove? It's a huge natural harbor, as you remember, and yet, looking at it from here, it appears tiny. Don't focus so much on your strength, but just look at how far we've come. I'm proud of you for that. Kata, you're so nice! What's that face you're pulling? Seriously. Seriously. All this noise about a simple exploration mission. Everybody starts somewhere. Thinking back to where we met them, isn't this success enough? I believe Lyda may yet grow into a fine driver indeed. It's not every day that Jin offers praise like that, is it? That pretty much settles it. She'll do great things one day. Everyone, thank you for all your assistance. After we've gone around Gormott, I think we'll find some other place to explore. Then we might meet again somewhere, mightn't we? Very good. On that day, it may be you helping us out. Oh, don't make fun of me. I don't think he is. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that day. We'll be cheering you on, you two.
Oh, that's so
Two
sweet.
for the price of one, Grandma! It's like the home shopping network that she tunes into. Gimme! Adventure complete.
A happy conclusion.
We get a fierce talisman, an infantry vest, aggro attack up 1, and 2 turquoise chips. Going into the turquoise chips, they have high auto attack, not quite as good critical. They're what Bridget and Aegean start with. Take more damage on you. I'm thinking of going Haze for this one. She's not really gonna get any sort of penalty that I care about with it. And raising up her damage, while it's not great damage, it's at least something that's making our party stronger. The infantry vest raises max HP by 400, making it much better than the rigid vest. Adam, you can take that right away. Or maybe, no, maybe Hugo should take this one. He is the tank of the group, after all. We haven't gotten a chance to go over him in detail, but it'll come in time. We'll go Muscle Belt on Adam instead. I got a rare version of that. And Hugo can take one and the same.
All right.
Acquired Fierce Talisman, which can be made right away from 3 monster parts. I remember this one, because it's topical with the name.
This one I'm quite proud
You know
of.
exactly where to find these. An X, an Aspar, and a Camel. 2 camels, in fact. And a fireside chat. Adam, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. We should head to Aletta as soon as possible and regroup with the rest of the resistance. Yeah, we should probably pick up the pace. If Aletta is our destination, then we can make use of that ferry that leaves from Lashem Cove. So we're just going in a regular old boat. Why don't we take the Emperor's fancy boat? We already went over this, Mithra. Mithra, I'm certain I told you this before, but we cannot pilot military vessels into Torna right now. Sounds like an excuse for being mean if you ask me. If I may, Mithra, the person exhibiting meanness of spirit right now is you. Wonderful to see Bridget making a new friend. Your Majesty, I beg to differ. Friend is hardly the appropriate word. For once, I agree with old Blue Bottle here. Simpleton and Blue Bottle coming this fall on Fox, my favorite sitcom. Okay, what do we got? So I need to do Camel over here, 2 of them. Since I don't believe I've actually mentioned it before, the X are easy to find. They're just right next to the main pathway outside of Lasham Cove, like everything else is.
By stitch.
Piece by piece,
And
stitch by
careful now.
stitch.
I've made it with love.
We'll make that another good special recharge item.
Where shall we head to next?
Our next one, Krogane. Name's Krogane. Krogane the Blade. My driver looks like an overgrown furball, but he's really a seasoned merc. A real hard nut. Keep your fetishes to yourself. The thing is, I think he's gone in over his head this time. This job's too much for him to handle. So we've been looking around for drivers with a good track record who'd be able to join him. I can tell just by looking at you folks aren't some lousy Sunday drivers. You must have seen real combat. Like the play on words there, man. Interested? But first, I'll want to see how you'd measure up in a fight. As for the rules, let's say you have to pull off a second stage blade combo. Doesn't matter which elements you use, just do any special, and then any other one that's level 2 or above, 5 times. And obviously, since you rely on using your allies for linking up the specials, you might want to try to mix it up. The place, time, and target's up to you. I just want to know if your blade combos are up to scratch. I may look like a meathead, but I know my ether. I can feel someone of your power level pull off a special wherever you are. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Hope you got what it takes. Blade coaching, the sequel to driver coaching.
We shall handle it.
We'll set that as our active quest. Hitting an enemy with a special begins a blade combo. A blade combo consists of 3 stages, and finishing it requires moving through them in order. The first, second, and third stages of a blade combo require you to hit the enemy with a special that's at least level 1, 2, and 3, respectively, to link them up. You can also link up other team specials. When a team can use a special, a combo request will appear on the screen to give the order. Think carefully. You can continue a blade combo all the way to stage 3 with specials of any element as long as you keep to level requirements, but there are some fixed routes. These critical routes, we've already seen this, okay, it was just repeating itself. I was hoping that it would say something new, but after a few A presses, I'm like, nah, this is exactly everything we've seen before. I've gotten this because now we're gonna have some quests involving some fighting, but also, I think that we're high enough level that I want to make a serious attempt at over-affectionate mirth. As long as you're well equipped at this level, you should be pretty fine. And this is the part where I tell you that in this Let's Play, we are going to be taking on every single unique monster in Torn of the Golden Country. It's actually important for you to do this. It's got some benefits to it that you're not going to want to miss out on. Starting off, I want to build up to my higher level specials. This special recharge was not a good idea. I should have been going for art recharge. That probably would have maybe seen more benefit. We'll start off with a heat. And then Bridget can go for burnout. Wow, Mithra looks so cool switching in like that. Or Gian can go for steam bomb. I guess that also works. Wah! Okay, we'll go for... Don't know if I want to go for Photon Edge that close to other enemies, but we'll try it. And it is time for Photon 3. Woo! Terminal Flash is a bunch of hits, increased critical damage, one of Mithra's best moves. That is our first complete blade combo. Oh, he's got Elemental Awakening. Okay, that could be problematic. Laura, you have like no health. What are you doing? Okay, all right, oh, Dino Storm hits for a lot on the entire party. If you could switch to Bridget right about now, that would be excellent. Or I can just go for Electric and just go for a non-fixed route. Level 3 special from Adam. Soul Burst is a physical attack with radius and knockback. Situationally useful, though if I have a level 3 special on Team Adam, probably gonna use Mithra. Okay, good. Go for Ogre Smash, switch into Mithra, get a combo going. Look at how many things I chained together there, that was fun. We'll do that. And then just any old crap will get us level 4 any second now. Oh wait, we can't do level 4 with these two. Laura, you open us up. What? We've almost won this. Wow! I killed him with a Vanguard switch. Okay, we are all caught up there. We got some good items out of him that I highly recommend claiming for yourself. Let me go to the item list just to make sure I don't miss over any of these. Steel Chip, one of those. That is a drastic increase in auto attack, though a drastic decrease to the critical hit rate. With this being so block rate focused, I'm thinking probably Aegean for this one. Portachi. We've got the Apprentice Vambraces, which we are all too familiar with as a good accessory. I think I'm probably gonna put that on Team Laura, just because Jin can hit for so much damage in a long fight, and the Apprentice Vambraces are gonna be super helpful there. A lot of enemies actually are still higher level than us because we're so early on. And now, we've heard about drivers choosing their weapons carefully and all that stuff. In the accessory section, we've unlocked the Gale Braid, a new weapon for Laura that changes her to Wind Element. We don't get any additional damage out of this or any different effect from the Blazing Braid, and quite frankly, I don't like doing this. The Vortex Sword is also Wind Element for Hugo. The elements that the characters already are is just so nice. You have one of every element other than Dark, and you got everything represented pretty well. The combo routes are nice and easy. I always feel like whenever I switch anybody's element up, I just mess up the synergy, and I don't gain any more damage or increased effect from doing this. So I won't. We got Launch Resist 2 and Physical Defense up 2. Don't care about either of those. So it was really two good items.
All right.
Next up, back to the Hidden Hunting Camp. Hey, you heard of all the guff washing up ashore? Machine parts and what have you. Happens a lot in Gormott and in Torna. I'm an adventurer, by the by. I travel around Allrest searching for the stuff. You see, to the untrained eye, they just look like scrap, but there's plenty of value inside. To get it, though, you need a tool called a Seeker, designed by top engineers. But I think my Seeker's broken or something. I was planning on using it to pick up lots of parts all over Gormott, but it looks like that won't be happening now. I don't just want to wait around twiddling my thumbs here, though. Maybe you can go instead of me, try and collect some machine parts for me? What do you think? I don't mean to be nosy, but you're a tough bunch, right? Drivers? Blades? Well, searching in monster-infested places should be right up your street. The look on your faces tells me you're interested. Great, that settles it. So first of all, you'll have to build a Silver Seeker. Once you got one of those, you'll be able to retrieve the useful parts from the scrap. To make a Silver Seeker, you'll need a Crabble Carapace, which you can get at the Serene Springside nearby. Once you have a Seeker, you can use it to recover useful parts from the washed-up machines you find. Currently, I'm after one Bat Hinge and a Scarlet Coil. There are plenty of silver machine parts all over Gormott, so I'd like you to look for those. I'll be here waiting for you. Don't you worry. Seeking a Seeker.
I hope we'll be able to help.
He only wants a silver thing, he doesn't want the golden snitch. We already have all of these items. Here's a refresher on how to make the Silver Seeker. We already did that a long time ago because we could craft it for ages. One Bat Hinge and a Scarlet Coil. I knew you'd pull through for me. The machine parts you can get in Gormott are a bit different to the ones in Torna, aren't they? Oh yeah, hold on to that Seeker. With your skills, you'll be able to collect lots more parts than I ever would. You might even be able to recover some gold machine parts too. They'll be more valuable. But to recover these parts, you'll need a more efficient Seeker. You better get to making one. Okay, thank you. You brought me some nice parts. That was easy. I wasn't expecting that to go so easy. I thought I'd have to at least go and get one of those things. Nope. This is what happens, man. I do everything in games, and I wonder why I never have time to play more of them. Okay, outdoor attack up 1. Yes! Rejoice in the glory of that thing. Mithrite, you're fine. We have yet to go over Bridget and Aegean, who have 2 Ox-Core slots each. Jin, your stuff is useless. Give me that outdoor attack up 1. Outdoor attack up is excellent. This could go on Bridget, I think, because, again, just like her future self, I think that going in an attack with her is quite worth it. And, oh, we got new levels unlocked for our blades, too! It's just happening rapid fire!
It would seem I have much left to learn.
Aegean wants to use his crafting skill, swim a lot, and use the Far-Sighted Talisman. Besides that, it's just a lot of generic stuff that we'll do from playing normally and using his level 1 special. Oh, Jin!
I feel half the battle is living to fight another day.
Speaking of half the battle is living to fight another day, I've been advised to look at level 2 of his fortitude skill, keeping in mind that Mithra is the only person that can make desserts, and that's what you need to do to unlock this. Use Mithra's crafting skill 5 times. That belongs in the trash heap. Why does using Mithra's terrible cooking, watching Mithra cook raises his fortitude?
I'll have to show this off for Lady Laura.
We are quite a ways away from you getting anything else. Mithra's got to use her level 1, level 2, and level 3 a bunch, so I definitely want to focus on that. In situations like this, I'm going to perform a Vanguard switch and make Mithra the leader of Team Adam. I'm sorry, bro, but sometimes needs must. And I think I'm going to switch Team Hugo into the lead so that we can get in a little time with them, hopefully. They've yet to be the leaders of the party in any capacity. Turning around, we got Aspiring Salvager, Dudan. Not Sudan. Meh. Dudan sinking into doldrums. If not delivered quickly, partner's sure to flip lid. Meh. Travelers. Please listen to Dudan's woes. Oh, sorry, I wasn't using the proper accent for this guy. Dudan is Dudan driving a listen gold to find good cylinders and everyone's big treasure. But all the young find is you describe collectibles. Yeah, you scrap. More money to give it away. Don't lose. Salvage the Salvager!
I would be no leader if I turned down an opportunity like this.
You know your good deals when you see them, Hugo. We wonder why our countries are in horrible national deficits. That's all we had to know. We get apple lamps in Gormott from checking things with our seeker that we needed for the last quest as well. Hugo is proving his worth quite strongly. And that's the end of that quest. Nice and easy. Yes, all is here. Plenty of apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Now Dudan applies self to making silver cylinder. Will not be moment. Is all finished. Dudan, in fact, rather skilled at handiwork, so it was not tough job. Now is big moment of truth. Time to take special Dudan style silver cylinder for dip. Friends watch and learn. Spectacular treasure is waiting for discovery. Here Dudan go. Woo! Kapoosh. Meh. Should be spectacular treasure, all right, but Dudan found and followed by big bad monster on way back. Sorry, friends, could dispose of Takata's Urchan for Dudan. Is maybe no other way to open treasure otherwise? Thankings in advance. No, I want to get out of here so that we can actually start talking about Hugo before we get into a fight with him. No. You move like 2 miles every 5 hours. How have you not given up already? That is one determined blob of flesh. Hugo uses a new weapon class, the Sword and Shield, and he's Earth Element. He is the tank of the group, as I've mentioned before. He's so cute, the bad guys just have to punch that face. His blades favor evasion, and that's what's best to focus on. His defenses and block rate are just inherently good. He's got an inherent block rate of 35% and defenses of 30 and 25. His evasion is usually more worth focusing on, but this means that when he does take damage, it shouldn't be that much. I also want to recommend critical boosting accessories, because Bridget's got a 20% inherent critical rate here, and that's decent-ish. Critical can cause him to be getting aggro a lot more often. Critical can cause him to hang on to aggro more often. I was gonna get into Hugo's affinity chart, but I realized that I never went over Adam's before. He's got First Strike to use a free art in the X slot, Sky Render to increase critical damage, that's good. Opportunist to increase critical hit rate in a chain attack. Strength up by 20, recharge your specials after canceling. Free art on B. Luck up by 20, use an art for canceling, and of course I want that. Lionheart, increased damage restoring HP when restoring reviving a teammate. Hard as an Arden, max HP up by 200. Dog of War, strength up by 10%. Inner Strength, Ether by 20. Smell Trouble, agility up by 20. First Strike 2, you know what that is. And Perfect Poise, increases launch duration, that being his driver combo access. I instantly want this.
More to add to my repertoire. Excellent.
And I think I want to go for this one here.
Standing on the shoulders of titans.
And I'll take this. I'm short by 11 SP. All right, well, okay. Hugo, you have Initiative 1, free art, Arts Relay. No, that one, I know I want that. Another one right after there. Okay, so we got, yeah, 2 of these in one chain. That's weird. Survival Training, max HP up by 200. Power of the People, luck up by 20. Inspiration, fills the party gauge when an excellent is scored during a special. Etherology, Ether up by 20. Initiative 2. Physical Discipline, strength up by 20. Basic Discipline, auto attack damage up by 20. That's okay, this better be good. Expert Duelist restores 3% HP when canceling an auto attack with an art. That's kind of nice. Imperial Pursuit, it adds 20% damage ratio after canceling an auto attack. That's an eye patch. Vigilance, Dexterity up by 20. Imperial First Aid, increases HP when restoring reviving a teammate by 15%. And Advanced Survivalist, max HP up by 10%. So a lot of HP buffs. Some minor damage increase. I think I'll actually take this one. Just because I like the stuff above it, even if the effect itself isn't that great. And I definitely want this.
I am always learning.
Learning. I'll hold off. I'll save up for these other ones. As for his arts, he has Shield Bash, making a topple, first usable topple that we've seen that's not a switch attack.
I shall aim ever higher.
He has a perfect guard art. I don't use these terribly often, so it's kind of cool that he has to have it on.
With this power, the way is clear.
Round Cutter is increased aggro from arts drawn from arts and specials.
With this power, the way is clear.
And I'll level up his topple art one more time.
I shall aim ever higher.
Oof, we have 46 seconds left on the item I gave him last. Fierce Talisman, that's a 0.1 art recharge. I think you have pretty slow recharge on your arts. I'll take this.
It's an honor and a vivid pleasure.
Which is Aegean's favorite item type. I couldn't show that earlier, I don't think. Would you believe me if I told you this small child is one of the best tanks in the entire Xeno series? What is this, X? Hugo! As we get into this fight, you have, for your talent art, Imperial Tether. He can sacrifice his HP to lock an enemy target onto himself. Yeah, he actually has a taunt art. We have never seen anything like this. It's the very thing that I was saying that shield hammers could use in order to make them good. It's wild that he's got this thing. I wanted this for so long. Using his topple art right here just to get his level 1 special out. Then a Shield Rondo, a simple knockback attack. That one change alone makes him so worthwhile. Gravitonic Clutch. At long last, Dudon finally get paws on Gravitonic Clutch. Now to take to partner and finish off project. If get a hold of certain thing in great number, Dudon can say goodbye to life salvaging under Cloudsea. Dudon return to Torna now. Greatest of thanking to friends. Dudon leave collectibles here as a reward like promised. Hope will come in handy.
Thank you.
Hugo's kind of odd. Despite being a tank, despite being a face tank, he just kind of works. He's a good character to have around. We get a Heart Compass, a Spinel chip. I've never watched Steven Universe Future, so I've never learned how to pronounce that. I just know that there's a character in there called that. 17 bat hinges. Okay. Spinel chip, Spinal chip, it could be any of those three. Well, the chip is... Okay, we already had these. Nothing that I would equip. Useless junk, just like he said. From that, Mithra also gets Ascension Waffles as a new recipe. To that I say... Dun 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 dun. Mithra's Ascension Waffles can be made now. The only thing that I'm missing is the creeping star pepper from Lasham Cove. I'll be right back. And Hugo's heart compass needs a sunset bracket from Yanshik Harbor. Man, what is it with me never having items from ports? Super minor quality of life improvement that I didn't remember to point out when we killed that unique monster. Tombstones are now on the map, and you can roll over them and see which unique monster it is. That's another thing that I wish was patched in. It's such a thoughtful improvement to things, and it would make things like Cloudseed King Ken less of a pain. Ascension Waffles has art recharge and affinity gain.
Hunger is the best spice, right?
At least decent.
So
She's
this should
so
be delicious.
awful at making desserts. They're all like 0.1 each second, which I find kind of a funny way of balancing them, where I like to think that they knew that these were the best pouch items originally, so they decided to give them significantly less good effects in this game with the story justification that they're not as good because Mithra's the only one who can make dessert.
Shall we get started?
Heart Compass, when getting trust in battle, increases trust gain by 50.
Phew. Finished.
That adds up over time and makes increasing trust in battle actually more worth it. By default, it gives a minuscule number of points. I don't even know the number off the top of my head because it's so minor and it never levels you up. That's 3 side quests in the can. We've made a lot of progress, we've made ourselves stronger, and we've gotten to know Hugo a little closer. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We've got some more quests in the Gormott area to do, including some that explain more history of the world, just like Lyda's adventure did. See you guys then!